I hate technology. I really do. I don't care for it that much. I think it's trash and it's irritating. All because of a simple update and something changing, I run into issues. Whatever, it's Sunday, and I'm happy to be here. Hello, I am Mad Mel of Mad Mel Illustrations, and we're painting today. So, yeah, I run into hiccups from time to time. It's whatever, right? Anyways, you got a brief view of what we're going to be working on today, so I'm going to go back and finish this painting, and time permitting, I already got the page ready. Time permitting, we're going to do the Riddler today. I decided I wanted to do that instead of, the normal, just keep running with it. I'm going to do the Riddler so you guys get to see him today. As you can see here, this is what he looked like before. And then we're going to touch him up and make him look a little bit different. I'm going to be using calligraphy ink and the pens like usual because I got to do detail work on this. So let's get over here. I'm going to just hit the music. I'm going to start working, and you guys can chat if you want to or not. I hope you enjoy yourself. Have fun. Let's get over here, shall we? Oh, man. And I might talk about something tonight. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I've been thinking about endurance, like enduring something, like going through something and enduring it. I've dealt with that a lot. I don't know. I've thought about it. Self-reflection, I guess. But nevertheless, if I feel like talking about it, I might say something, or maybe not. Here's the music. Let's get going, shall we? By the way, I got my pen fixed, so now that's working properly. Yep. Still working good. Got it back up and going. So what we're going to do first, I want to get this sucker out of the way, because this one's going to be the one that's going to need the most attention to it. So I'm going to start here. And I know from the look of it, it looks like something that would be like Halo armor, but it's not. I thought about it, and I'm like, what do I want to do with this? I wanted to make it my own thing, right? There we go. You see? A little something here. These are also called dip pens. I use those as well. I got these two here considered traditional dip pens. I'm just using a fountain. Let some people get in here, get settled in before we start jabbering. If you're stopping in, just say hey. You can, or not. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Just curious, just to see who's popping in, who views, who watches. If you want to. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody got to do what they were trying to do. If you didn't get a chance to, I'm sorry. I know it's difficult to get to do stuff sometimes because of time, right? Time is a hard thing to take. Yep, it sucks. You know, I always think about like when you have to take time off from work or something, how it's hard to take time that you've accumulated, you know, sometimes. Especially when they like to make you feel guilty about taking time off, you know. That's rough. A concept, a thing of judging daylight and nighttime time. Is it really a necessity? I wonder what it would be like to live without awareness of time. You know, like, I don't have to worry about time. I don't have to worry about what time it is. Where do I need to be in time? I am late because time. I'm running out of time. I wonder what we would be like if we just naturally didn't worry about time. We just did our task. You know, whatever it is that our pursuit and happiness is. You find your task and you do it, don't worry about time. Just think about that sometimes, what it would feel like to not have that. And here's the other thing. What if you're able to get your mind into a place where you can think without a state of time? Wouldn't that be something? You know, like, oh man, I got this to do, I got a deadline, I got this to do, I gotta be here, and you just think of it like I am in the moment, and I'm doing what I can in the moment. There's no such thing as time. That's insane, Mel. It is, isn't it? Like I said, we're just thinking. I've been asked before what goes on in my mind. I always chuckle and say you would go insane if you knew what madness was going on up here. I don't know. Hello, Asmodeus. Welcome. Since you're the first one to say ready, you get to be the lucky one today if you choose to accept the mission. What's a topic that you would like to talk about? You have the floor. And the reason why I'm doing this, and this is a new thing I'm going to start doing, is I'm going to allow you guys to talk and to actually keep the algorithm going on. Ready. You want to talk about ready? Well, I know that we are all ready, and Asmodeus is very ready. See, one topic definitely I want to talk about tonight, much later, but it's enduring. Like the endurance of life, being able to endure. And I know some of you might be like, oh my God, don't talk about that. I'm here just for the art. But see, art is a reflection of reality, right? So that's going to be beneficial, but I need a lead up to that because that's heavy, and I don't want to lose everybody because of that. That's a later on conversation. You know, that's like when you get done eating your meal and you get to dessert and everybody's getting ready to leave, but they just lingering on. You know, that's kind of the idea, right? So, and I love that. Adding that. Anything in the chat's good. You know. What if I put something nasty in here, Mel? I mean, we'll deal with it when you throw it in here. We have 252 people that watch this stream, that watch this channel. It's an important thing. I think it's amazing. I don't know. I'm not even caring about the numbers. I'm thinking about 252 mad people watching mad art and madness, and they're here for it, and I think they enjoy it, and I enjoy it. Here, I'll tell you what. Let me give you something. Spoons, knives, and forks do not belong in the microwave. That will destroy your microwave. How do I know this? Well, I've never done it, but I've been around people who have. And you know, why am I bringing this up? Because I don't know. 1 out of 5 people probably don't know about that. Not to put metal in a microwave. I don't know. Don't ask me. Are these real numbers? I don't know. Ask ChatGPT if I'm correct about that. Speaking of that, I've been telling the AI thank you very much for your assistance since I've been using it. I think it's pretty neat. There we go. And now with this holster here, we can get this figured out finally. Because I remember exactly how this looked before we got started. Bang. There we go. Oh, we got something here. How do you feel when a concept loses its initial meaning when bastardized and popularized by the media or opinion? Oh. Huh. Oh, that's a good one. How do I feel when a concept loses its initial meaning? Oh, boy. And here's my follow-up to that first, because I have, where my mind goes, there's many different directions with this. When it comes to entertainment, well, we'll start there. I'll start there with entertainment, and then, because I mean, I know how deep this crater goes, right? I know how deep the crater can go with this. Also, does chocolate sauce belong on tuna fish? First off, we'll start with that. That's where we'll start. Thank you. No. And I'll tell you why. I don't think it should. I mean, some people might say texturally it might be okay, but I don't think that you should be mixing sweets with fish. I don't think so. And you know what? Furthermore, I don't care if you do enjoy doing that. If you do that on your own time. Look, I'll respectfully let you do whatever you feel like doing. But I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. If you are eating that, I'm not coming over to your house. You're not coming over to mine. You're not sitting in my car while you're eating that. You're not even going to be... I don't even want to be in the same area with you. Those are 4 hard reasons why. If you don't understand what this is, that's my glove. 4, right? 4. If you don't follow that way, here it is with the thumb. 4, right? Right? So, I don't think so. I think tuna fish with chocolate sauce is gross. I don't know why anybody would do that. I know there are some people who I consider to be palately dead, right? I don't think that they have a palate anymore. I think that their tongue is completely gone in their mouth. They don't even have a tongue. I think that it's just null and void, right? Nah, damn. Okay. As for the other question, how do I feel, right? Okay. How do I feel about when concepts lose its initial meaning? Like, what's a concept do you think about when you say that? And as for me, a concept that I think of, like, for example, you know, everything has been slightly bastardized in our culture. We don't actually have anything that matters anymore. Everything has been, how can we exploit it? How can we capitalize off of it? How can we cash cow off of it, right? Like concepts, like the concept of, I don't know, people being able to get along, the concept of I don't know, you could go of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness if you want to go that route. These concepts, right? Good in nature if people can abide by what you're supposed to do. Yet again, this is just my opinion, so if you get your ass tight, that's on you, not me. And I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying and what I'm trying to understand with this. Because, I mean, it goes in many different directions. There's like a fragmented piece of glass. It's like all over the place. Because there's so many things. Like, you know, the popularized, bastardized and popularized by the media and opposition. Like, that right there is kind of, psychological warfare is very complex. Like it's like a multi-tier thing, and you have to have people buy in. The buy-in is the hook. You can't do nothing without a buy-in. Everything that we do is a buy-in. Everything that you do is a buy-in to some degree. What is it that I'm willing to deal with or willing to put up with to be able to sustain doing X, Y, or Z, right? These buy-ins are criminal. And a lot of times people don't have the time to do the research. We'll say like politically. If there's something politically going on, people aren't really looking at, they're not looking at real situations all the time. They're going by what certain 3-letter groups or stations or channels or people are talking about. And then there could be something like, for example, the term stay woke wasn't actually meaning what it means today. Okay, I'm going to go on ahead and just make that very, very, very clear. Okay, staying woke was something that a lot of African American people use as a different thing, like stay aware, stay vigilant, right? And now you get these little pasty people like little Susan and Karens and stuff, and then they jump on this and they jump on it without even understanding what it is. That's the problem. It's when you jump onto something without any context, right? Like, it baffles me how badly people want to do something without understanding it. Or how the media, they'll watch a show, they'll see something on TV, and they'll swear to God it's the real deal, and it's not. It's not real. Like for example, you sit here and you watch the news. I had this happen when I was younger. I had someone that I met, and they were like, oh man, you're nothing like the people I saw on the news, and they were of Asian descent. They thought, oh man, everybody that I see on TV is exactly like this. Stereotypes. These things are real. Some people may experience them, some people don't, but I think that a lot of things are overemphasized by the media. I think the media is a tool of destruction. I feel that the media is not used in the proper way that it should be. I feel that people are too dumb to understand what's going on in front of them. I feel that most people aren't using cognitive capability that they have in their brain to actually ascertain real information. They hear stuff, they go by whatever they think they know because it's the easiest thing. They don't want to be looked at as, oh, I don't know, or I'm dumb, or I don't know what's going on, or Jim and the rest of the guys at the barber shop or the shop or the garage or whatnot are going to think I'm something else. I lean in one or another direction. Why can't you make your own decision? And to the people that can't make a decision, or it sounds like they're not able to, or they follow these echo chambers, I don't think they've ever actually had the opportunity to make a sound decision on their own. I feel like they've always been a follower. They've always watched other people. But, what do we know, right? I don't like it. Personally, I don't like it. I think it's stupid, and I think it's used to keep people divided and to keep people ignorant. I feel like it's used to be both the media and stupid sources are gaining ratings off of blood. I think they like the death and destruction. They remind me of that character Fender from Cyborg, the movie Cyborg. I love the destruction. I love the misery. I love this world, right? The more that they can capitalize on. I mean, it's all ratings. Our pain and anguish is their next high rating show, right? The loss, the televised execution, the scandal. It's all for ratings, right? I lost someone and they're televising it. How many people are looking at this? Can I show the accident? How much are we going to get if we just cut this part out and add that part here? It's all the same. It's manipulation. I don't like the initial meanings of things being bastardized either. That makes it very hard for people to fully understand and comprehend what's going on. Like, it's almost impossible. And this is dumb. I get so damn tired of this. Like, I get something set up and then it's always set in the wrong damn place because this live thing or whatever the hell's at the end, there's always shit on the screen. I hope that answered the question, Asmodeus. I don't know if I ran off in a tangent with that or not. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense. We live in a world full of mad people. We live in a world full of people who say one thing and do another. Blame other people and have other people be their boogeyman. Because it all comes from a certain group of people that think that they know more than what you know. That they know what you want more than what you know. And what they're going to do is they're going to use your low intelligence, and I mean low intelligence, not like, oh, I don't comprehend, but low intelligence of, I'm just getting my sound bite for today and I need to keep on pushing. Because everybody's busy. We're so damn worried about, am I going to be able to feed myself? Someone's going to steal my food. I'm going to get held up at gunpoint, picking up my groceries. I'm going to go here and do something. Someone's going to take my shoes. Someone's going to steal my ass. Everybody's worried about somebody doing something, right? So when you see something, it's just another fear mechanism and you just don't care anymore. Then you lock down and give into it. But see, that's what it leads into this. And I thank you, Asmodeus, for giving me that, because that actually goes into what I was going to talk about. The endurance. Now, before I get started in that or even go down that path, just make sure I didn't lose everybody, because I know how hard it is sometimes to talk and say things that people don't like and then they leave, because you're speaking too real. But I like this armor though. Look at that armor. It's looking very nice, right? I like how that looks. Just make sure everybody's still there if you're still there. And if you're new here, I'm so sorry that you ran into this. I know that you came in here probably just looking for somebody, just wanted to see what was going on, didn't expect all of this. I may not be your cup of tea, but I might be the right kind of gasoline you're looking for. Oh well. For those of you that know the mall, Rivergate Mall in Tennessee, they're going to be closing that down soon. Brick and mortar ain't going to be a thing anymore soon. They're going to get rid of a lot of stuff. But are you guys excited about not having normal stores to go to anymore? That it's all going to be controlled by a drone or a robot dog bringing your shit to your house? Do you like that? Because I always think about that. Like, what exactly would that be like? Hey, how are you doing? Welcome. Good to see you, Nuclear. Thank you for showing up. I don't know if I really want a bunch of robots. Plus, where the madhouse is at, it's not... Well, we have to be kind of off the beaten path because the doctor and the stuff he's doing downstairs, can't really have that openly going on in like a normal residential neighborhood, so we're kind of out of the way. But even with that, I still don't want no drone flying around with my item that I ordered. Could you imagine if someone had a lot of adult toys and someone EMP'd that thing? So now you got all these sex toys all over the street, right? What are you gonna do then, huh? I want my Power Flex ass, and it got shot out of the sky with an EMP gun, and now it crashed, and now it's laying out there on Broad and 38. Like, what are you going to do? And then someone else grabs it and picks it up and runs off with it. Now, how are you going to get that back, right? Like, these are things I think about because everybody wants to exceed into the future, and I mean, that's fine. We're going there. Prepare yourself. I'm prepared. I like that. That came out pretty well. Let's take a look at that. Let me pull it up so you guys can see it a little bit better. No, it's not bad. Not bad. Let me see here. There we go. That was a good topic there, Asmodeus. Anybody else got something? Throw something else in there. Hopefully I didn't scare everybody away now, did I? Throw something else. Let me see what else you guys got. We'll give one more and then I'll start talking about the silliness I'm going to talk about, Ah. Oh, nobody's got anything? Man. Okay, well, I tell you what. Fine. we'll go on ahead and I'll just start this. I don't have to really like hear. I can hear the music, but I'll tell you what. I will turn this down just a step. There. Okay. So I will start my little conversation here about endurance. Endurance. We all know about that. Oh, you do? You got something? Okay. What do you have to talk about then? I'll let you throw something in here. And I know it's going to be something silly. I'm already prepared. That's fine. But I'll let you do this before I talk about what I was really going to talk about. So, you have the floor. I'll let you type in what you want to type in. Oh boy, did that absorb the ink? It did. Oh no, it didn't. My hand rubbed that. That's what happened here. See, that's the problem with calligraphy ink too. You got to be careful where your hand placement is at, because sometimes you can mess it up. But I'm so used to doing this all the damn time that it's not a thing for me. Actually, I'm kind of glad that happened the way it did, because I needed that fixed. That was making absolutely no sense. So that works out. Well, what did I knock over? Okay, we got that. At least on the plus side, I'm wearing the glove, so all it did was just smear it, and it didn't actually like destroy it. That's why wearing these, getting extra gloves like these are amazing to have. Okay, so you thought about a bioengine, like a living engine. I mean, a bioengine could work, but it would have its own issues. Like, you would have to treat it like, okay, let's see. I mean, a biological engine will work like a human being. I mean, if you really break it down to its fundamental science, I mean, it's going to work like a human being. You're going to have organs, and there's going to be biomechanics. So it's going to have organic tissue, like a cyborg, that you would have to try to keep together and keep functioning. And the problem is then you're going to have to worry about electricity, how the organic tissue is going to break down, how to sustain it. Temperature. That's another thing, because organic tissue will break down over temperature. I don't think it would be feasible, not as a muscles instead of pistons. I mean, and then you would have to worry about what if the muscle fibers tear, because of friction. Like what would you use that could be able to steam up? Even blood would evaporate after a certain amount of temperature, right? So there's a lot going on. And then you could say, well, what if you amp up the cholesterol? Then it would clog up all the arteries that would basically feed the blood to the pumping machine. And it's just, there would be, then you would raise the question, would it be a cybernetic engine, like a cyborg? Because it would be more mechanical parts than it would be organic at that point. Then you would have like some biotech machine, but would it be, and then it would be so bulky, like, I don't know, like how could that, but could I run it off of Funyuns? I mean, it won't last long. I mean, you could. I mean, how long has anyone in reality have lasted off of just Funyuns alone? I don't think for long. I mean, it's doable. Don't get me wrong. It's very doable. I mean, you could run someone off of Funyuns, but they would have a very short life. I mean, the biomechanical engine could work, but I don't know the sustainability of it. It would be something that couldn't be used for a long period of time. The technology to be able to sustain it. I mean, logically do small amounts. I mean, biologics do produce small amounts. I mean, it's, if the theory is, could it be done? Yes. Would it be sustainable for long periods of time? I don't believe so. But that's just my hypothesis with it. I think it would be doable. You could use science and robotics and technology to make a biological engine. Would it last? Probably not. Would it be grotesque? It would be an abomination. Like, seriously. Like, I don't see how there could be any longevity with that. Because I'm just thinking about the heat. You know, because what would you use to cool it down with? Like, you have to have a form of coolant, and then you would have to have some form of like a transmission type fluid to move the vehicle or move anything. So then that would have to be cycled through there too. Then on top of that, then you're gonna have to worry about like all the other things. So what, like the displacing of the fluids would still be veins and arteries. So then those would be susceptible to heat and probably rupture. I mean, it's doable. Is doable. You could switch some things with pipes and tubes for longer lasting, like a graft. You could graft that into the engine, and then you could possibly have pressure like you would with a normal robot, but then, or like a normal engine. And I'm really cutting thin hairs here trying to figure out how this could work. Like, you could do that and replace a lot of stuff with like organs and pipes. Hey, how you doing, Demetri? Thank you for showing up. You could do that, and that could work. It's not going to be good. It's not going to last long. That's the thing. And even if it is, I mean, you would have to run that probably in space. Would be the only place that you could actually run that properly. And here's the reason why I say space, is because of the fact that there is no gravity and air, and if it overheated to the point like it was going to rupture, I guess you could open it up and cool it down. Because of the zero gravity, no oxygen, it would basically turn to ice. But it would have to be like, there's just problems all over the place. Still, we haven't figured out what would be coolant, because blood would evaporate. Like, that's just the biggest thing right there that I'm having trouble with, is the blood would evaporate. But yet again, I mean, if we can figure that part out, then yes, it is doable to make a biological engine. I think to fix the problem with the world energy issue, me personally, I think probably hydrogen 3 that they're mining on the moon is probably the best thing that could be sustainable energy. May not last long, but they would be growable. I mean, I guess you could grow them. I don't think, yeah. But then what are you going to do if you have, like, see, and then if you're growing them, then you run into issues with defects. Oh, but we could genetically engineer them. But if you did genetically engineer them, then you still don't know how it's going to be produced, because it's, you know, there's only so far you can go with science to a degree. Like, there's a finite point. You might be able to get it to work. You might be able to get it to grow, but for how long would nature allow that? Or hatch it? No, it wouldn't work as a hatch. It wouldn't work as a hatch, because there would be too many problems with that. How do we cool it down? Water or sweat? Sweat is used for trying to cool down the human body, and we're not even talking about if it has skin or not. That never came into the conversation. So, you know, that's not a thing either. So if it has skin, then we're going to have a problem. There is no sustainable way to be able to have skin. And I'm not entertaining the fact of the engine being covered in skin, like a skin housing. I'm not fooling with that. I don't even want to think about that, because, you know, I do like to sleep at some point in time, and my brain will put that together as a feasible thing to be able to be done. And I could probably come up with a blueprint to figure out how exactly it could be done. So I'm going to save myself the pain and torture of having to deal with that, and or the man finding out and trying to make it a real thing, because that's the last thing any of us needs is biological engines. Because it wouldn't be subtle. Okay, cool. That one's good. Let's see. Flesh engine. Yep. More See, why are we putting bones in there? There doesn't need to have bones. Like, I mean... So if you want to use it as a cybernetic engine, like a robotic engine, you wouldn't even need to actually have it in that. So I'm assuming that so in conclusion to this, basically how this engine would work in theory of this monstrosity being created, how it would end up working from what I'm ascertaining from this is basically it would be a engine that's basically both organic and electronic, probably having electrodes hooked up to it. It would be almost like a tinge unit causing the muscles to contract, which would be the same thing as a combustible engine because it would have electricity being made by combustion, but it would be different with the muscles. It would be bioelectricity by the muscles contracting and convulsing, making more kinetic energy by it actually moving. But then you run into the possibility of it frying out, and then of course you having to have the salts on the muscles. So then you would have to inject it somehow. We haven't even talked about the concept of there being a mouth or a digestive system, or how this would even work, or if it's just, you know, where all the technicalities work. The more I think about this, I don't really feel like it would work that well. Like, it sounds like it would just be a lot of hunks of meat all over the place. How much power would you need? How big would it need to be? It would have to be like some huge gelatinous thing. Like, it would have to look like a sod. Just this big, huge creature, right? I don't know. There would be no way for it to move. There would be no way for it to do anything. Like, I mean, an engine don't move, but even the size of it to be able to make, I don't know, we're just talking simply 150 horsepower. Maybe to get up to like 45, 50, right? So, I mean, that's going to take a lot of bioelectricity. And, I mean, I don't know what the hell would be used for like a possible battery or an alternator. Because I don't know what organic part on the body you could use as an alternator to return electricity back to the battery and charge it. I have no idea. And truth be told, I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot. It sounds like a hell of a lot. But Mel, I need my combustible flush engine. I mean, I don't know. You can have the flush engine. I just don't think it will last that long. The overheating issue is the biggest thing. And then it's going to burn. You know? Then it will burn. Part. More, see. I mean, that's basically it. You're putting a chassis on someone's hips instead of legs. I mean, ultimately that's where we're going to, because it's getting more and more damn difficult to make this shit even happen. Because as we're going along, I'm like, where in the hell are we putting this in? Except for a robot body. Then we got a cyborg. So that's not even a human. That's not even feasible anymore. We're past that point. So now we're on to something else. But that's even starting to get iffy. And I'm like, what are we doing? Ultimately, we're almost about to hit that threshold of this is just wheels instead of legs. And alright, I think it's 9 o'clock, almost. I'm going to let this picture ride for right now. I got these two parts. I need this to dry. I got to dry that. I need that to dry. I can't touch it. Because metallic paint and what I use for that, to get that to raise and to look silver like that, it's going to be a whole situation. Plus, I got to do a wash on it, so I don't want that to look any weirder than it is. And this is good right here. I think I'll do this, just do the outline of this dress over here. And what I'm going to do to save myself a whole lot of trouble, I'm just going to cover these up in case if my hand hits it, it's on the paper instead of it being on me, right? But I figured since I'm already here, might as well, because then I can come back and do this. And I know I've been asked by a few people, am I ever going to go back to the Terminator painting? Yes, I am. I have not given up on the Terminator painting. The Terminator painting is not gone. It is still here. I have not completed it yet, but I'm almost there. I took a break so I can finish these for the event. And then we're going to go right back to the scheduling program. And then from that point, once this is done, then from that point, anything new I do, be it paintings for any other type of events or stuff, I'll just show you guys in a time lapse. I got the coloring book finished. I got that done. I'm making a time lapse for that because I'm not going to try to show you guys stuff like that. That's pretty much where that's going to be. So I got that. I'm making the video as we speak. I was doing that before the show, and I realized, oh, I got to get on here. I need to paint. But I was in the middle of editing it. I don't know. It's literally just the steels, and you guys might not even want to see it. I don't even know what you guys want to see anymore. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. What am I doing? What are we all doing? What's even going on? What's happening? Does anybody know anymore? Do any of us know what the hell's even going on anymore? I don't even think so. There we go. There we go. Whew! Okay. That looks good. Starting to look good. Now, there we are. There we are. Hey, what you got here? I got tangled up on. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy the artwork. Yes. Sorry you got all tangled up. I'm sure you had something going on. You know. I understand. It happens. We all get tangled up sometimes in things. I get tangled up all the time. Alright, let's take these off so you guys can get a good look. Bang. Look at that. Look at what a little dollop of daisy will do. Now, I thought about it while I was doing that, and I'm like, I want to see what this will look like, because I went on ahead and I got this set up. Why not, right? Because if I already have it set up, why not just use it? Be kind of in vain if I don't use it, right? A little white highlight. There we go, a little white outline, never hurts anything. You might not even be able to see it that well. Love the colors. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, just a little white accent on it. Just a little bit. Just kind of gives it that separation. It's nice. As you can see here, just, you know. All right. Cool. Now we're done. Promise I'm done with that. So let's get a close-up shot, shall we? Let's zoom it up some. Yeah, that's gorgeous. I know it's a painting, right? It's crazy, ain't it? It's a painting, like an actual, like on a canvas, right? That's what you're looking at. This is an actual painting. I know it's gnarly. Love it. All right, now here we go. Fun part. I'm going to stick this back over here. All right, hand drawing. No pencil work, none of that. Just going to go straight on solid ink, right? I'm not even going to use the pencil. I'm just going to go right on into it. So I want to show you guys what the Riddler is supposed to look like. That's the Riddler. Let me put it up here so you guys can get a nice, good look at him, right? Now, mind you, this is the Riddler when I was in the hospital, remember? So I did this. So now we're going to do it a little bit do it again. We're going to give him a different pose, just so you guys can get an understanding of what I'm doing here with these. Let me just go back a couple of pages, okay? So you guys can get a general idea with these. You'll see there's Mr. J, you know, the Joker. There we go. And then you got Bane, right? And of course we got Penguin, which, you know, finished that not too long ago, a couple of days ago. Now we're here. So, wanted to show you guys that. Okay. Well, we don't have to kill the conversation. You guys do you want me to go now? I'm going to talk about the endurance part. Now I'm here. Okay, now we're here. So the reason why I'm going to talk about this is because of the insanity in the world that we're in today. And I know some of you might be like, oh my God, I didn't come here for that shit. But here's the trick to it. Okay, I'm insane. I'm mad, right? I've been mad my whole life. I've lived through many different strange situations because of me being insane. And I'm about to teach you. Okay? So the thing is that we have to remember, first and foremost, it ain't us. It's not you. It's not me. It's not us against them. It ain't about class. It ain't about anything. It comes down to two things: the rich and the non. Okay? Now, money is a resource that we're supposed to use, right? When you can find out that there are a few things in this world that only really matter. Money's nice. It's nice to have. Fun coupons. I love that term, fun coupons. It's such a good term. You know, fun coupons. You get to have fun with these slips of paper, right? And it's great. It's great for what they're used for, but it shouldn't be the basis of everything, right? Now, how to endure. You basically have to find a point in your life where you feel like, I'm okay with whatever happens. I have to be okay with the ship being on fire. When you can actually get okay with the ship being on fire and you can say, I may die on this ship, then you're ready to endure, because endurance comes from internal strength of wanting to keep oneself alive, or at least that's what I feel like. How you can push through many hard obstacles. Now, we're going to deal with things in the future, possibly because of the fact of one or many incompetent people doing things thinking that they know the betterment of what everybody wants, right? Now I'm going to do this with a little bit of ink spewed here because they wanted to act silly, but that's fine. I don't mind it. But that's one part of it. You know, we have to also realize that everything that we see, especially now, is not real. You're being fed lies. And to endure is to find your own. Hello, Bean Boozler. Good to see you. You have to find the answers yourself. You're going to get a lot of this and that. You're not going to get a lot of straightforward information. You know, so that's one part of enduring that you have to deal with. You have to endure with lies. You have to endure with people who might be afraid or misinformation and things like that. You know, and to endure that is that you have to realize it ain't you. This ain't your problem. You know, stupidity of people is not your problem. You should not feel like you should be the one that has to be the shepherd of these people. You're not required to. You know, yeah, you're supposed to help out your fellow man or whatnot, but there's a point. What to expect? What do you expect when you're enduring? You're going to be alone. Nobody's going to understand you. Nobody's going to care about the problem because they're all feeling the same thing. You know, and it's not something that people who have never dealt with anything critical before, they're going to have a hard time with it because it's like, I don't understand what you mean by that. You know, I'm bootstraps. Bootstraps aren't going to work. This is where that philosophy and people who talk about, oh man, I pull myself up on my bootstraps. If you have ever seen someone try to lift themselves up with their bootstraps, actually just laying on the ground, it's the most hilarious thing in the world. It's impossible. So those people, stay away from them. They're potentially they're not going to do well. So you need to just stay away from those people. Endure with people who can understand the plight and the situation Because not everybody's supposed to be alone when you're enduring things, when you're pushing the stone. This fucked up. That whole thing spewed out on that. That made me very upset. Now, you bastard. Ah. I think this tip might be bent. I think that might be what's going on here, because I feel like it's not doing what it's supposed to do properly. I don't know, man. I lost my train of thought with it, and it don't really matter. Really, like, a lot of times I want to talk about shit, and it don't really matter, because what's the point? You know, like, if I told you really what I thought it would be, it would come off sounding like a crazy person. We've all been lied to. Nothing is real. You know, nothing is exactly what you think. You know, like, what's the American dream? A compliance machine, right? Like, is that what you really want to hear? I mean, that's how it goes. What do you mean by it's a compliance machine? Oh, well, I mean, it's just a machine to keep you in order. I mean, that's what the American dream is an incentive for you to work hard for the damn company. Work hard for the illusion of success and an illusion of being able to thrive. I mean, we did at one point in time, but everybody's grandparents and great-grandparents got to feed off of that hog. I mean, what difference does that make? You know? You sold us out for your AARP. Thanks. I greatly appreciate that. My life sucks now because of that. At least some people. You know? How do you endure? Put up with the madness? Deal with people talking? Yeah. You're going to endure more than most people because you're insane. You're mad, just like I am. That's the reason why you're going to thrive. There's no question behind it. You get to a point where you just don't care anymore. And that don't care is not, oh, I just want to give up and climb in a box. That I don't care means it don't matter what you tell. You can tell me tomorrow everything's going to be on fire. Great, that's fine. I saw an article earlier today that was talking about damn eggs having salmonella. What the hell are you even talking about? How does an egg coming out as an egg have salmonella? Like, I don't understand that. What are you even talking about? What's real anymore? Are all these recalls real for food? And if they are real, why is everybody so nonchalant about it? Like, oh man, there's egg recalls, there's this, there's that, and everybody's perfectly fine. You know, we are tired of fear. You're going to have to really do something to make us all afraid because we're broken. You know, we're all broken. We get tired of the news, we get tired of the TV, we get tired of the damn shows, we get tired of watching the things that we see in the entertainment we get, and it feels like things from 10, 12 years ago almost seem more entertaining, right? To a degree. Oh, Mel, you're just what, jaded, old, a boomer, you got boomer brain, whatever you want to say, it don't matter. Because, you know, I feel bad for those that don't have the discernment to figure out what's going on, especially people who don't really want to pay attention to. I'm not saying dwell on this. By no means I mean dwell on this. That's crazy talk. Why the hell would I tell anybody that, hey, you need to think about this all the time? I think if you think about this kind of shit all the time, you got a smooth brain. And the reason why is because I don't think that so tired of politics. I'm tired of politics. I'm tired of these dumbass. We got a baby man and an Asperger in there doing shit with people's money and retirement and 401ks and all this other shit and government assistance and everything. These people are playing around. They're doing crazy things in there. And there's so many distraction things that they keep throwing out. You keep saying they like a conspiracy theorist. I don't know. You bought into it. You wanted him. You got him. What is he doing for you? Yeah, that's what I thought. I get tired of hearing that. We all got sold the fuck out Let's just go on and just tear that band-aid off. We all got fucked in that, okay? All pants down, all chained to the floor. We all got done in the same way. So what? We gotta deal with it. It ain't no damn difference than anything else. And then it shouldn't never be about those idiots anyways that are there for just a hot minute to fuck everything up. I said it the way I said it. You can deal with it the way you want to, or you don't have to. It's up to you. Don't feel bad because the world around you is burning. The thing you should feel bad about is if you aren't able to be able to handle the new future that we're going into. And what that new future is that you have to discern what's going on your own. You're going to have a machine telling you what's real. You're going to have people following the machine. You're going to be seeing videos that you won't even know the difference if it's reality or not. And that's fine. Some of you might be like, damn, I can't wait to see AI videos and that should be real funny and stuff until, you know, things don't go the way that we all think that they're supposed to go. I don't know. This ain't even working right. Maybe we can let AI run the planet. I mean, we could. We could. I mean, it's possible. But who's programming it? Who's running off the program? Who's monitoring it? Is it monitoring itself? Because that's the problem that we're running into now. Companies want AI to be able to to basically write code. They want to get code controlled by that. Like, that's fine if that's what you want to do, but do you know what's going to happen with that? When it starts getting smarter and it outsmarts your smooth brain because it doesn't have an organic brain. What organic brain does a damn robot have? It doesn't have one, so you know you're screwed. I think I can control it. No, you can't. No, you can't. That's the reason why you put your peanut butter in the refrigerator, you dumbass. These people shouldn't even be allowed to do stuff. I guarantee you, Elon Musk, I guarantee you, he puts his peanut butter in the refrigerator. He looks like one of those type of dudes that would put his peanut butter in the refrigerator. All of them. Because they don't understand. They don't do real stuff. Oh, well, you sound like one of those liberal people. I'm neither or. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All of that is just dumb. You know what that is? I consider politics as being a game for the smooth and the incapable. They both work on the same team. It's like a loan shark and the crook. The crook robs you, so you go back to the loan shark, so the crook can rob you again, and then they both break your legs in the alley. And then they steal your car, right? I mean, that's a scam. It's a scam. Oh, they're going to do something. No, they're not. All of you are doing the same damn shit. It's all the same stuff. We've been had. So I say it the best way I can. Stay as mad as you possibly can and fuck these dudes. It don't matter, right? You find out what happiness is in your own life. And how do you endure through this? Is that you find something that you hold dear to you. You don't listen to ignorant people. Only people that are afraid of this stuff are people who are doing things and a part of systems that aren't really playing that well for them. And they had to buy into it because they lost everything that they possibly had. They lost friends, family, they lost their jobs. They have to be in these echo chambers because nobody else wants them. And then when the chamber blows apart and there ain't no way for them to go anywhere else, they're going to be out in the street. And then they're going to act like a bunch of savages and blame you because they're going to say, you're the one that acts like that. You're not getting mad enough. You're not out there in the street kicking ass like they are. No, they're going to be out there burning shit to the ground. And they're going to blame other people. You know, that's the rate. That's the way that things go. You know, there's always something. They need civil unrest to make them do the things that they want done because they're too coward to just do mass genocide. On home soil. They'll do it anywhere else. Oh, God, you talking about politics? No, I'm not talking about politics. Oh, no. No. I am not talking about that stupid mess. And if somebody asks me, well, what's your political affiliation? My political affiliation is stop fucking me and taking my money for stupid shit. That's where I'm at. That's what political party I'm part of, the Stop Fucking My Ass group. That's what I'm talking about. Stop raping me with taxes and buying dumb shit, or taking my insurance away, or other people's insurance away, or making people hate their lives. Or like, I don't know, maybe the story I read about this woman that was physically handicapped and couldn't get her medicine. She got cut off of her shit for whatever the fuck this stupid mess is going on right now, and she committed suicide because she couldn't get her medicine because she was handicapped and she couldn't function because she was in a wheelchair. What do I know? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not talking hard enough for some people? Should I just say get fucked handicapped? Is that what I should say? Not saying that, because I'm twisted up myself and we're all broke down. You know why? Because every one of us is made out of plastic now. We got that shit in us. There ain't no reason to kick anybody's ass. There's no reason. There's only a certain conglomerate of people. You know? You can tell how sad someone is by the way that they hate, too. I mean, you can tell that. Yeah, you can take that to the bank. You can tell how sad a person is by the way that they try to hate on other people. How petty and pitiful you are. I don't care what the fuck I sound like. I'm just kind of tired of it. You know, the world we live in is like a run-on joke without a punchline. It just keeps going and going. You know. I feel like I messed this up, damn it. I feel like there wasn't anything I could really do for the Riddler. What is this? Right wing low and all connected to Dirty Bird. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's all part of the same damn shit. Like, you know, I just get tired of that. So, in conclusion, man. In reality, only thing I can say at the end of the day, you're going to run into one thing. The biggest thing that everybody has to figure out for themselves. That that your mind is at war between reality and what's truth. Right? Your mind is at war right now with what's reality and what's truth. The buy-in is the Trojan horse. Stay away from that. Okay? You may not care about my art. I don't give a shit if you do. But if my purpose is to be here to run across you and tell you that your mind is under attack by the world that we live in, and what they want to use as the ultimate weapon against you is you to buy in through ignorance, don't fall for them. I don't know who you are. I may never see you again. You may never cross my stream again. But don't do that, though. Save yourself the trouble. Save yourself your mentality. And that's the best way to fight any of this stupid resistance or ignorance or whatever it is. Just don't buy into it. And they say, oh man, we're going to make the world a lot better. And we just, I don't know, just give up all your shit and do this. No, that's okay. Well, if you give up eating cheese, then we won't have global warming because there won't be any cows and nope, I'm okay. Unless there's a tangible change. What could be a tangible change? I don't know. Maybe finding different types of ways of managing money, but there's so much corruption and here's the biggest thing that I feel. I don't think nobody wants to take a hit and be able to take a downsize for other people to rise up so everybody can meet in the middle. Because if someone's up here and they go down a notch, then it floods up, everybody gets a little bit even. Now people can work. But I'm sorry, I need more. But that generational wealth thing is also another thing too that most of us don't really even get to do. It's a concept that some people, the higher echelon, get to do. And that's where all of this money goes to. It's not for them. It's for who else is later down the road. Whatever, man. Who cares? You know what? I don't like this Riddler. I really don't. I don't like it. I don't like what I did here. Nah. Nah, I'm done with. Nah, I don't like it. It looks like trash, man. I could do better. I don't like this. I don't like it. Yeah, I know. It kind of messed that all up. What's the point of redoing something that's already good? I might as well just leave that there like that. Which other one can I do? Well, I guess I could do Two-Face. That shouldn't take too long. I don't know. I didn't talk about nothing really today. What happened? Oh, I just didn't like how it looked, so there was no point in keeping it. See, I used to have a fit when I would just trash art, but now I just don't care anymore. Like, you know, I used to hoard all my, you know, unless if it's something that's really, really, like, good that I'm, like, pleased with, I'll keep it. And even some sketches, I'll still hold on to it depending. But that, no, I butchered that. I knew exactly where I messed up on that. That was nothing more than an actual mistake. Okay, so flip a coin, Batman? Yep, exactly. Alright, so now I gotta just shade all that in and whatnot. And then, there we go. If you like the content I'm creating, hit that subscribe button if you don't mind being so kind. You know. Or you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not gonna suggest you do anything you don't want to do. And I know some of you might be like, well, Mel, that's what you're supposed to do with the algorithm. I'm not begging anybody anymore. I'm tired of begging people for shit. I'm really sick of begging. I'm not somebody that needs to beg for something. If you enjoy what I'm doing, come join us. Come be mad if you're mad. Alright? No, we're past the point of me begging for an algorithm that don't give a shit about me or anyone. These scumbags don't care about nobody. They want to pimp us and use us until they can't pimp us and use us anymore. There we go. You know what you guys like. You know what's going on here. You know we're talking about real shit that you guys want to talk about. Somebody else throw something in here. Don't be afraid. You're not going to get in trouble. I don't care. I don't even know, man. What do we got here? Got him so far. Uh-oh. How did Two-Face become Two-Face? Well, there was a situation that happened where, well, The Dark Knight shows it as the Joker had Harvey Dent and somebody else that Bruce Wayne cared about, and Bruce had to make a choice, and Batman went and tried to save Harvey, and so forth and so on. But basically, Harvey Dent is Two-Face. He had his face burnt, and then he got mad and went psychotic. Now he has split personality from anger, I guess. I don't know. But that's him, right? I thank you guys for being here. We're going to go back to the other page, the other whatever, because I don't know. I tried. I'm just not feeling this right now. I think I did too much earlier. So, you know how that goes. Anyways, you know what time it is. Well, we survived. And I don't think anybody combusted into flames. Fantastic. Thank you all for being here for the best part of the show. Is you guys. Talking to you guys is really the best part of being on here besides doing the art. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed what was going on. In the comics, it was an attempted assassination by the mafia, splashing chemicals in his face. Yeah, and it was in court, and it hit him in the face. That's right. Or at least that's what the animated series showed. I mean, hell, it's almost the same damn thing. But yeah, that exactly what the terrorist said. A guy hit in the face with some chemicals, and it burned his face. A lot of people throwing chemicals around in Gotham. Chemical compounds all over the place. Anyways. If you like the content that I'm creating and you're reviewing the show and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, please. If you don't mind, and I'm just going to be kind and ask you if you don't mind. But definitely, I'm here on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. But I'm starting to feel like nobody's coming to watch the damn show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Am I wasting time right now? Should I wait until it gets to be cooler weather to go back to streaming like that? What do you guys think? What do you guys want? Well, you guys tell me. Because, I mean, do you just want to watch me paint? Is the digital stuff not really cutting it anymore? I don't know what the Falcone family. Yeah, I'm not surprised about the Falcones. I'm not surprised about that. But you guys let me know. Tell me. Throw something in on this chat, or not even on the chat, but on the video or whatever. Or if you're part of the Discord, throw it in there. But just let me know. Because, like, I'm trying to figure it out. And I've been trying to figure this out for a minute. Or do I need to change my content? Like, what are we doing here? What do you guys like to see? And I know someone might be like, it's your channel. But, you guys like to watch, too. So, it's a 50-50. Without you guys watching, there ain't no point in me doing. So, and now I'm asking you because you guys are watching. And I'm curious in what you guys want to see. So, and I know somebody might be like, I want to see more brains and more blood and guts and stuff, and I think I might gonna have to change where that is. Painting or digital is good with me. Could also do a day of gaming. A day of gaming? I know you like seeing gaming. I don't even know what the hell to play anymore. I guess I could do a day of gaming. I don't know. I might break it up because I don't know what to do, and also the fact I might just do that on a different channel because I don't want everything being convoluted in one place, because then that'll mess up everything. Like, who's watching for what? So these are things in the future. Watch me break games. I mean, that's fun because I do. I'm an anomaly. I do break them. That's magnetism or whatever. But these are cool. That's good. Good feedback. Thanks. We'll definitely touch back with this, everyone. So let me know. Definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm out of here. And, motivational word of the day for the new week. Let's see. What would be something good? Don't let anybody take your joy. What you have that makes you happy is what you have. And if other people don't like what you have that make you happy, then they're just a bag, right? They're nobody real. They're not human. And just imagine whatever inanimate object, a sack, DHL box, You know, one of those freezer safe bags that you get. You know, it could even be, you know, a wonky plastic bag that has a hole in it. Whatever. These people aren't real. They don't matter to you. Don't let them steal your joy because they suck. That's the only thing I can tell you guys. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully that was helpful. And continue to keep doing art because, you know, AI sucks. Fight the machine. That thing sucks. Fuck AI. Anyways, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Bye.